Welcome to a new episode of A Journey with Joanna Marie, where passion and fashion lead to your ultimate success. I'm your host, Joanna Marie, and today, alam niyo na to, we have another fantabulous human being joining us for this very special episode. He's actually one of the many clients of Loros Enterprises. We became so good friends po because we have attended so many seminars here in the Philippines and even abroad. And because po of the closeness at ang dami po kasi namin pinag-uusapan, alam mo po yun, kasi pareho nga po kaming nasa self-growth. Love na love namin talaga mag-invest sa growth namin. He actually became one of my anaks. Okay? Ang tawag po niya sa akin, nanay. Okay? He's one of the many people right now calling me nanay. And I'm so happy and proud naman na tawagin din siyang anak ko. So I'm sure, interested ka na? Or excited ka nang matuto from him? So, let's call him in. Welcome to the show, Mon.
Thank you, Joanna. Thank you for this invitation, for this opportunity, and thank you to everyone watching po sa kanilang mga bahay, kung saan man kayo. Thank you for watching and joining us.
And thanks to you for generously saying yes to our invitation. Ang laking bagay ng pag-oo mo para dun sa sinusuportahan ng show natin or ng episode mo today.
Yes, I was actually very excited nung sinabi mo na meron tayong masusuportahan. So sabi ko parang 2-in-1, di ba? Nakapag-share tayo ng message at the same time, meron pa tayong matutulungan.
True. And you have a very wonderful story as well. So I'm sure lahat ng mga viewers natin ngayon, marami silang mapipick up na once again makaka-empower sa kanila. Okay? So, Mon, can you please share something about you? Sino ba si Mon Batong?
My background is all about finances. That's all I took up in 23 years in the corporate industry. And at 44, at the age of 44, I was able to retire. And since then, yes, at 44. And then since then, nandoon lang ako sa personal growth and doing stuff that can grow in the future.
From what I know kasi, Mon, sa kwento mo, before you retired, talagang prepare mo muna yung sarili mo. Tama ba? Kasi marami po dyan, may mga kakilala po tayo or may mga naririnig tayong kwento mo na they get burned out, na overwhelmed, and then they decided na, ayoko na, I quit my job, and then I'll do something else, pasok ako sa real estate, pasok ako sa business, without the proper foundation, without proper financial preparation.
Yes.
Yes. So, in your case, talagang minake sure mo na parang, ito yung lagi natin to naririnig na when you do anything, dapat meron kang 6 months or at least to a year na backup plan. Ganon din ba yung ginawa mo sa'yo na?
Somewhat. Pero kakaiba yung nangyari sa akin. Kasi I went heavy into investments. From 2008, pasok lahat. Lahat ng possible funds naming mag-asawa.
Golden goose talaga.
Oo, ganun talaga. But without knowing na yun pala yung ginagawa ko. So, ganun siya. Tapos iba-iba. I dabbled in stocks, in forex, in bonds.
So, na ikaw yung nagtitrade or you're just putting money?
Nung una, I was putting money and then I started doing my own trading. Kasi nga, naririnig ko yun eh. Na if you want, you have to invest by yourself. Ganyan. So, ganun siya nag-start. And then, sobrang dami na niya na by the time I attended MMI, and then I learned all of the concepts in Millionaire Mind Intensive, and then I put the pieces together and said, oh my God, ito na pala siya.
Yung tinuturo ni Robert, ito na.
Nagawa ko na all I needed to do was to really just line it up, look at it, and say, oh my God, it's done. Ganun na siya.
Okay.
Kaya nung nag-quantum leap ako in 2018, although I was still employed then, I was actually attending Quantum Leap, preparing for the after. Preparing for the after. Kaya actually...
Iba talaga yung mindset mo.
Oo. Iba talaga siya. And siguro, Joanna, kung babalikan lang natin yung story na yun, kung saan ba siya nag-start, ano ba talaga yung nag-start sa kanya, it was actually the death of my dad.
Yun yung naging trigger.
Yun yung naging trigger.
Okay.
Kasi, my dad died in 2007. And then, 2008, nag-iwan siya ng konting pera. But when I say konting pera, 200,000. So, sabi ko sa sarili ko, sabi ng nanay ko, wala naman kami maipapamana sa inyong mga
kundi
anak.
edukasyon lang.
Kundi edukasyon. Pero may konting pera na nakuha from the insurance policy ng tatay ko. So, sabi namin ng mga kapatid ko, majority niyan sa'yo dapat. Kasi wala na si daddy. So, pag nagkatian namin yung natitira, that's amounted to 200,000. So, sabi ko sa sarili ko, itong 200,000 na to, hindi ko to wawalain, papagrow ko to. That started in 2008.
Yes.
So, from then, yun na. Salary ko, salary ng misis, lahat ng mga extra income, lahat ng mga pwede. So, patong. So much so na 6 years after that, in 2013, no, I was able to, balak na kasing ibenta ng mom ko yung bahay namin where she is living kasi hindi na niya kayang suportahan. So, lipat na siya dun sa kanyang mga kapatid. Sabi ko, ma, pag binenta mo yan, siguro bilangin natin yung expenses mo, ha? Kinompute namin. Sabi ko, tamo, 4 years lang tatagal. Wala ka ng pera.
Grabe, buti na lang ang galing mo magkwenta.
Oh.
Ang sabi ng mommy mo.
Sabi niya, anong gagawin ko?
Oo. Nung time kasi na yun, money
wala
is...
siyang idea.
Yes.
Yun lang, sabi niya, wala akong pera, bibenta ko yung bahay, bahala na ang Diyos pagkatapos. Sabi ko, hindi ma. Akin na yung bahay. So I bought the house from them, from my sisters and from my mom, under my name, and then pinarenta ko na siya.
Wow.
Sabi ko, ma, yung rental na to, sa'yo na.
Okay.
Forever and ever, andyan yung bahay, akong bahala sa bahay, sa'yo yung renta.
Galing.
So yun na yung parang, kinikilabutan ako. Ay ko, yun na yung umaga parang, oh my God, yung tinatawag na sandwich education. Sabi ko, nakalabas ako, na hindi ko man lang alam na meron palang ganun, na parang, ganun lang pala yung kailangan. May kailangan yung parents ko. Now, I don't need to think, paano ko susuportahan yung mami ko? Kasi nandiyan yung rental ng bahay.
Galing.
At ganun na yung sa kanya, I don't treat it as my own.
Yes.
I treat it as sa mom ko, kumikita siya dyan. Time will come, babalik yan sa akin, pero as of now, sa mom ko yan.
Yes. Nanay mo rin pala ako.
Ay,
paalala, joke.
Paalala nga pala, isa pa
baka may extra ka pang
Meron pa ako
bahay.
isang bahay, pwede naman po.
Ayun, sige. Huwag mo kalimutan yung second nanay. Pero, you know what? I love this, Mon. And thank you for sharing. I'm sure, ang daming na-inspire sa part na to. Kasi, you're still lucky kasi yung dad mo, may naiwan pa rin.
Yes.
Marami nawawala sa mundong to, walang naiwan or worst, utang ang naiwan.
Yes.
So ito ba yung naging, parang yung sabi mo, ito yung naging trigger, ito rin ba yung naging inspiration mo para mapunta ka naman sa financial planning industry to support others? Do you think yan yung naging motivation mo?
Actually, yung pagiging sa financial services industry, it started just by luck. My first company, sila lang kasi tumanggap sa akin. Tumanggap ka agad sa akin. Financial services, go. Ganun na siya. Yung second job ko, I was terminated from my first job. So I was looking for another job. And my friend, sa bangko naman siya nagtatrabaho, doon naman kami pumasok. So, swerte.
Yes.
Yung third job ko is by choice. Doon na by choice na siya. Kasi at that point in time, I was looking for the joy of helping others. Kasi nalaman ko na doon pala ako masaya.
So you have always been a servant leader naman kasi talaga.
Yes. Diba? Yung trabaho ko sa bangko, hindi ganun. Ang service ko...
Enclosed yun, diba?
Yes. And I was serving internal customers. So yung sa trabaho ko sa third company, the last job that I had, I was helping people by training them. I was training them, and then I transitioned to being a sales manager. So really handling people, mentoring people, teaching people. So doon ko nakita na
nandito.
Ito
yung saya ko. At the same time, I still help others.
Yes.
Nasiserve mo yung iba, nasiserve mo rin yung sarili mong fulfillment.
Exactly.
Ang ganda.
Exactly.
Yes. So, Nak, sabi nga natin kanina, ang ganda ng pagkaka-retire mo. You were prepared in a way, financially and in every aspect of your life. Pero ang tanong ko, was still there a moment na nung nag-retire ka, nagkaroon pa rin ba ng parang resistance, nahirapan ka, napaisip ka ba na, tama ba itong naging decision ko? May ganun pa rin bang moment?
So in Train the Trainer, I learned how to be a coach. So kumbaga, when I resigned noong December 2018, I already know. Anong gagawin ko? I know what I would need to do, how to do it, but at the same time, the only reason why I had to let go of my job was because for them, magiging, ano pa tawag doon, yung parang conflict of interest.
Yes.
Na parang I'm doing my own, but I'm actually representing
another.
May isa pa akong company. Kumbaga, baka pag merong biglang mag-attend sa akin, ay, connected ka pala sa baka, kumbaga, imbis na magkaroon ng ganong conflict, sabi ko, I had to let go.
Ano yung pinaka number one para sa'yo na benefit ng pag-i-invest mo on your own growth?
Para sa akin, it's really being able to share it. Yun talaga. Whether it's my kids, whether it's my wife, whether it's my family members, whether it's my friends, or my coaches, or my students, yun talaga, yung mas marami ka na share.
Yeah.
Mas marami ka naririnig, mas marami ka na experience, and doon nang gagaling para sa akin, hindi ka pwedeng maging coach through a book.
True. You cannot be based on theory always.
Yes. Hindi rin naman pwede yung nag-attend ka ng isang seminar na maraming tinuro sa'yo, and then yun na, coach ka na.
Yes.
Kumbaga, at one point in time, you would have to put in experience. Yun talaga yung pinaka-importante for me.
Kasi we've been talking about your passion, and we can see naman talaga how passionate you are about helping other people and supporting yourself, and having this kind of relationship with your family. Ngayon, I want to ask you about your fashion. Okay? When I say fashion kasi, I'm not talking about na parang dapat ba branded yung suot mo, dapat ba sobrang, alam mo yun, from head to foot talaga, groovy tayo, ganyan. When I say fashion kasi, I always refer to it na how are you, showing up to the world na maayos ka. Just like right now, sabi ko nga, napaka-teenager ng vibe mo. That's why hindi na talaga halatang 50 years old ka. So, how important is this for you, showing up with your best self?
Very important. For me, it's very, very important. Ako kasi pinalaki na you have to always be presentable. Okay, that's the number one. Be presentable. But when I grew up, I also learned I have to be comfortable. So, yun yung dalawa for me.
Presentable and comfortable. Yes.
Diba? Kasi, you're meeting people.
True.
You're showing up to people. Or showing up to the world.
Yes.
Dapat talaga. Pero ang pinaka-importante, sabi ng tatay ko sa akin, you always smile. Kahit anong suot mo, kung nakasmile ka, presentable ka.
So, Mon, do you have any last message na if there is one message that you would want all our viewers right now to remember from this conversation, what would that be?
For me, it's all about being comfortable, not just in your skin, not just in your clothes, not just in your work, not just in what you do or in your relationship to people, but also in your money. If you're comfortable in all of these things, then you're good. But if you're not comfortable in one of these things, like for example, your money matters, your job, your relationship with your family, okay, then it will creep out and infect the others. So for me, if I can help you be comfortable in places where you are not, like your finances, like your relationship with your family, like with being a parent to your kids, then you know where to find me or find me through Joanna. Then let's hit it up.
Biglang naging manager. Ang ganda nun. Thank you so much, Mon, for a very wonderful conversation and all the insights that you shared with us. At alam ko, kayo, dear viewers, sobrang dami po kayo na pick up from this conversation. But of course, in the end po, we're not only here to alam mo yun, give you some insights or share wisdom to you or the experiences of our guests. Ang pinaka-goal po natin dito, you can get at least one thing na po pwede niyo pong ma-apply in your life out of this conversation so that you too can live your life so fantabulously, right? And of course, today, our episode is for the benefit of Bahay Pangarap Foundation. Maraming salamat po for allowing us to once again support your cause. Also, we want to thank all our sponsors.
Joanna Marie would like to thank the following: Loris Enterprises, Lands Hair, and Makeup Studio, Mabuhay PH Digital Network.
Thank you once again, our dear viewers, for spending your quality time with us. Alam po namin, napaka-precious niyan. At rest assured po na dito sa A Journey with Joanna Marie, sobra po namin pinapahalagahan lahat ng oras na binibigay niyo po sa amin. Kaya maraming salamat po from the bottom of our hearts, especially from Mon. And always remember po, you are fantabulously and beautifully created for a purpose. Okay? Gaano man kasaya or gaano man kalungkot ang journey mo right now, there will always be a way out. Maniwala ka lang, magtiwala ka sa sarili mo, most importantly, magtiwala ka kung sino man ang divine creator mo. Because something beautiful is going to come out of this journey of yours. We look forward to seeing you once again to another episode of A Journey with Joanna Marie. But for now, bye po muna and we'll see you next week.